Okay, so we're gonna do a highly requested hair tutorial. Couple of disclaimers. I feel like I just have to say this. I've never dyed my hair, and I'm part Jewish. Well, no, I'm like fully Jewish, and I'm very Italian. So, genes are on my side. It is thick as fuck. Okay, for starters, you need a good shampoo and conditioner, okay? I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I use Aveda Smooth Shampoo and Conditioner, and I also use Virtue, which is like Jennifer Gardner's hair brand. I use her shampoo and conditioner as well. So it's kind of a complicated process, but I do think that is like 50% of why my blowouts look so good. Okay, let's just review a couple of my favorite like hair products, not shampoo and conditioner, like styling creams, whatever. The Orbi, whatever the fuck you want to call it, the Super Shine Moisturizing Cream is my favorite hair product to date. I started using it peak puberty, and I am obsessed with it. It helps with frizz, so moisturizing, gives this gorgeous shine, and the smell, I mean, I would lick it if I could. I mean, maybe I have. And I use this after my blowouts or on wet hair and just like go to bed. Yeah, I sleep with wet hair, okay? I don't want to talk about it. Then I use this before I blow dry my hair sometimes, or afterwards, although I have been using the Olaplex like bonding oil after my blowouts too. And then you do need a heat protectant. I like the Aveda one, the heat relief. I do like the Wow spray in the summer just for like humidity purposes, although it's dry as a freaking saltine cracker here in Illinois right now, so I don't have to worry about that. But this Lola V glossing detangler, it has heat protection in it, and I have been liking that. It makes my hair look real shiny. I think this is Jennifer Aniston's brand, and if I could be anyone, it would be her. What male does not have somewhat of a crush on Jennifer Aniston? Oh my god, my hair is soaking wet. You can keep scrolling now. I'm going to give you permission because I'm the asshole that does use a Dyson. And I was using the Revlon and I was starting to bald, and so I invested in this, and I've had some of the best hair days of my life with my girl. So I'm sorry, but I do think you can use other tools to achieve this look. Usually my hair is a little more dry, but I have to be at a 12-year-old's hockey game in a couple hours in the city. So I'm just going to use this attachment, which I very rarely use, and just get some of the water out of my hair. Okay, and then I feel like I'm one of the only people that use this attachment, but it's incredible. And if you have thick hair, frizzy hair, I think it does a really good job of getting it dry. So you need a fat hair clip. I got this one from H&M in Florence, and it is my prized possession. I leave it at home because I don't want to lose it at school. And I section off my hair, and I do this part in sections because that helps with frizz. If you need some volume, I don't, but if you do, maybe don't do sections. Just, you know, do it all in one. So I curl my hair with this, like I do the whole Dyson thingy, and then I'll section it and use this to do the rollers. I once, at my grandpa's funeral, I didn't do this step, and I regretted it, okay? I gave a eulogy, and I don't think I looked hot. Sorry to make it about me. But, so now I think I'm just gonna do this, because that's when I really get the most compliments. So I'm gonna do this, and I'll show you how I do it. I'm a firm believer of doing it away from your face. I know we're currently on that trend where like if you go inwards, it gives the blowout look, but then I feel attacked by my own hair, and nobody wants that. So I do it away from my face. I keep the heat on the whole time. I never turn it off. I don't do the cold shock, okay? And I'll show you what I do. It's not a seamless process by any means. So this is like the vibe we're going for. I do it to my whole head, and I just feel like it gives it a little more bounce before I put the rollers in. So BRB. So sometimes I just brush this out and I stop here. But when I get my hair cut, I ask for a shit ton of layers, like Shaggy Dog vibes. And I ask for face framing, and that is how I think this looks so good. In terms of rollers and what I use, I got these for 99 cents in Florence, like a pack of 12 with some cheap ass clips. And then for my Chicago girlies, I went to Ross discount. I got the Kit Stitch, Kitsch. I don't know, they make silk pillowcases, you know what I mean? Some of these, and then some other brand they had there. These are lovely. Can definitely tell the difference. But any roller will work. And then I do think you need a good solid like clip to hold them in. Not that you're going to be doing gymnastics like when they set, but you know, so you can move about the cabin, do what you got to do. This attachment on, and then I just pull tight, and I go away from my face, and then I take 2 clips, and then I just do the rest of my head. So you just heat it up with your blow dry brush or whatever you use. It could be a straightener. I don't think that works that great. Roll them up, clip. I call this like my base layer. I have 1 here, 2 here, and 1 back here that I like roll this way. I roll in because essentially that's out on the back. You know what I mean? And then I do 2 right here, 2 under here. It's hard to explain. Just look. Also, you don't need to worry about sizes of rollers. Like, these came in a pack. Occasionally, I'll use these, but one size is fine. One size fits all, Brandy Melville. Actually, funny story about that. I was helping my friend Louise pick out an outfit the other night, and I was like, oh my God, I love those jeans. Where are they from? And she was like, oh, Brandy Melville. And I was kind of waiting for her to be like, I'm kidding. And then I realized she wasn't. And I was like, oh, yeah, I go to Brandy too for my jeans. It would be like a denim leg warmer if I put on their jeans, but I store my rollers in a Lululemon bag, and I found my grandpa's like pamphlet that we used at his funeral and like his obituary. That's very sweet. So then when you look like something out of the Broadway production of The Lion King, you just let that sit. Could be 4 hours, 30 minutes, however much time you have. And then I'll show you the results. Final one. This is the most satisfying roller. It sounds worse than it actually is. And then I'm going to put this in my hair. It's going to be gorgeous. And that is it, my friends. That is the hair tutorial. Okay, bye.